Hi, I'm Brad Garrett, and let's take a fresh look, which means I'm going to have to bathe.
We've called an emergency meeting this weekend.
I promised my wife and daughter I'd take them away this weekend, sir.
We need to cut 20%.
You promised these people good jobs.
I thought you'd do anything for this company.
Well, have a good time.
What to do indeed. Pooh? Christopher Robin. I've cracked. Oh, I don't see any cracks. A few wrinkles, maybe.
Hey everyone, this is Lynn, and I'm here at the world premiere of Christopher Robin here at the Walt Disney Studios in Burbank. This movie, it stars EWAN McGREGOR, and it is a modern twist to some of the classic characters that we all know and love. Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet. Let's take a first look. For you guys, what were the biggest challenges bringing this really touching story to life?
I know for one, it was really hard to deal with these personalities. Winnie the Pooh isn't easy. I know he looks like it on screen, but he can be more of a tiger than even Tigger. But once you learn how to sort of press their buttons and manipulate them, they come around. But everyone else I thought was really good.
That's true. Pooh would like to sleep a lot, and so it really interfered with our production schedule.
He wasn't crafty all the time, getting all that honey.
Yeah, I know. It was always a mess, too.
Yeah, Eeyore was in a bad mood frequently, but we got through it.
Walt was the one that always felt that music was the key, the magic key between the audience and the story. And there's something magical about doing a song. It's different than just doing a piece of dialogue. Something happens, it's magic. It sort of connects with the audience. And so I always felt very thrilled to be getting those assignments, getting the chance to write songs for Pooh again. It's special to me.
Talk to me about the music. I mean, we've got the iconic Richard Sherman. I've had the pleasure of listening to him perform before, but to have him come back and do another Disney film, I mean, gosh.
We both have had the pleasure of working with him before on other movies, but when we knew we were going to do this movie, Brig and I looked at each other and basically said, okay, let's call Richard Sherman and see if he'll do this. And thank goodness he was on board immediately. Yeah. And he's such a pro that he immediately wrote 3 songs. We were in prep in London. He calls us on the phone and plays them live for us. I mean, we were putting him on speakerphone crying. Play it again, Richard,
No, absolutely. He's a direct connection to the original films, something we all grew up with, and we were just really fortunate that he stepped up in this way. And Mark found really lovely ways to incorporate that music into the movie, and we couldn't be happier.
What kind of perspective did you have when you first read the script?
It's funny because it started that I was on a plane with my daughter, and she'd watched a Winnie the Pooh cartoon, and she turned to me and said, "Can't you make a movie for me once?" And I looked at it, yeah, why don't we make Pooh? And she said, yes, let's make Pooh. And so that was the beginning of the journey.
No way, that's crazy.
So yes, so that's how we are here now.
So I have to know then, has your daughter seen the film yet?
No, not yet. She'll be the biggest critic.
When you first read the script, how did it make you feel?
I was really moved by it because I found it quite charming, because what the writers had done so brilliantly is that they'd captured the personalities of all the characters that I'd grown up on, that we knew that were so familiar to people. And this was now a bridge between the Pooh Bear stories that we know and love and all those characters, and then a new story of what happened to Christopher Robin as he grew up. And I think it's a beautiful and very relatable story of when we get older and we get burdened with everyday life and responsibilities in providing for our family, that we forget to play, we get kind of stressed out at the little things. And this film is the Pooh Bear's message of going who you are is enough, and I just want to hang out with you as you are, not have to be the perfect version of yourself. And I think that's a lovely antidote, and it's a wonderful message right now that we could say is a sweet, childlike movie, but it's actually, I think, like Pooh, has some quite beautiful and profound witticisms in it. And when he says, you know, people say nothing's impossible, do I do nothing every day? It's funny because he doesn't know what he's saying, but what's beautiful about it is I find doing nothing's really hard. I think a lot of people do. We're not designed for that in modern day. So it's what he's saying is quite, I think, you know, Zen-like. You know, he's like a bit of a guru.
Is there a particular character that just tugs at your heartstrings that you fell in love with during this process?
Oh, well, it's Pooh Bear. It's his capacity for love.
A privilege. It's an honor. It's a thrill because this is a complete reimagining of something that everybody's known and loved for years, including me. I started out in the audience, you know, truth be told, and I just hope everyone loves it as much as we do.
Well, I think it's because it's a pipeline to when you were 5 years old.
And I think everyone's 5, maybe 8, when Winnie the Pooh shows up. It's joyous.
What did you feel when you first read the script?
Who do I have to threaten to play this character? Well, actually, you know, we did a table read. They called me in to do a table read with the cast, and the script was amazing. And I had just seen the movie Hidden Figures, and I'm like, the same writer, this is amazing. And it read so incredible that I was just very honored to be asked aboard. And Eeyore's my guy, and I really am Eeyore, and it's sad, especially off the medication. But I had a great time.
Did you have any hesitant, like, were you at all hesitant about, like, playing such an iconic character?
You know, there was a little trepidation, maybe, but I knew it was in my range. And what I really had to bring to it is something that someone else didn't bring to it, which is bad acting.
So when you first read the script, I want to know what you felt.
I was very moved by it. I'd had a very good chat with Mark, my friend Mark, who directed the movie, and he told me a bit how important he felt this movie was for now, for the age we live in now. A film about the things that the film's about, and I agreed with him. And so when I read it, I felt immediately that I knew what I wanted to do with Christopher Robin and how I would play him, and I loved it. It was great. It's very reminiscent of some of my favorite actors, and I don't know, it was very nice.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to comment below. What did you guys think of Christopher Robin? Give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. This is Lynn. Peace out, guys. The things I love about Kiyras are wonderful things.